So this is a recording about my aches, pains, discomfort and injuries. This is a very quick summary because trying to remember all the aches, pains, niggles of 48 years is quite hard to write down and remember. And also, as per my other introduction that I did on fitness, you can't fit in everything, and in future podcasts no doubt you'll be coming across many stories that I add into specific content anyway. But to cut a long story short, I'm no different to anybody else when it comes to bending forward and getting a little bit of a twinge in the lower back, but ultimately being in the military, carrying heavy loads, takes its toll on the back and the knees. So not exempt from that and having to address it, or just grin and bear it and crack on regardless, which was the theme of the day back in the day. Bearing in mind I left the military or the Royal Marines 18 years ago, so a long time now. But still, still having the odd niggle because of those years, if you like. Again, no different to anybody else, twisting the ankle when you're walking and you can't see a kind of pothole, or and not paying attention whilst you're walking or running along your way. So no different there to many other people. But I had an operation on my knee, which you may have listened to on another podcast, which was an ACL reconstruction, and that was from just years of, as I say, carrying heavy weights in the military, culmination of many things. Not to mention years of boxing and because it was my right leg, that right leg was the rear leg. Being an orthodox boxer with my left leg in the front, being so small, my right leg being the rear, and all my body weight being put onto that right knee, and also my right calf as well. Had a few niggles there as well along the way, and it actually went playing beach volleyball in Dubai, which I don't normally play. So things tend to go when you least expect them. And being in the rehabilitation world, that's what we come across when we do kind of subjective assessments and asking people, how do you think it happened? Some people can't even put it down, can't even put their injury down to anything in particular. And that's then our job to kind of peel back the layers and get to the root cause, if you like. And that's no different to kind of any illness, really, disability. Some people think that it's because of something, and actually it's because of something else. So really, our job at Lambert, when we're consulting and helping employees, employers, and any individual whatsoever with their barriers towards success, injury and having aches and pains and niggles, sometimes a really easy excuse not to do something that you should be doing. For example, if you want to lose weight, or you want to get fit or prepare for something, for example a marathon or whatever, we almost attract something that's going to stop us from doing something that we really want to do. And really our job is in many ways to get people to overcome those barriers. But to put it in simple terms, if you've got a lower body injury, you can still do upper body injury exercises, for example. It's a very broad statement there, but keep it simple. And when we're back in the day of assessing lower back patients, for example, on many occasions it's a case of getting mobile again, getting moving and getting active, because the cause of it has been what you've been doing differently. I've been inactive, I've been desk bound, and I've been moving less. Success wise, you know, in rehabilitation, for example, and getting people from A to B, it's really as simple as getting moving, increasing the lack of range of movement if that's the case, increasing the lack of strength if that's the case, and building up towards their goals. We've had some remarkable stories where consultants have said, oh, you'll never run again, you'll never do this again, and even physios kind of agreeing with that. And in the exercise rehabilitation world, you know, without being blasé about it, I always like to prove those people wrong. And I've many success stories, which I can explain later podcasts. But you know, being in the Marines and then training as a physical training instructor within the Marines, specialising in rehabilitation, got to see some remarkable kids, if you like, that were going through the things that I'd been through. So, for example, wanting to earn the Green Beret, but having an injury at a specific time in training and on the course. And you know, when it came to right at the end, the commando tests, you know, all the commando tests, going through them with injuries and just grinning and bearing it. And also, and the last particular commando test, which is the 30 miler, carrying a certain amount of weight, and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. This one guy, this one recruit, as he was at that time, he was getting over a fractured tibia, which is the shin bone, the lower leg. But he did the whole distance on ibuprofen. Absolutely remarkable, and I did it side by side with him. Amazing story. Obviously more to the story, but that's it in summary. So in future podcasts you will hear many stories similar to that, and ultimately the best content is going to come from what you require. So feel free to reach out to us, let us know what kind of content you want us to produce, and we'll gladly do that. Any questions whatsoever, we will endeavour to answer them best we can. Ultimately, it will help us and you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lambert Wellbeing, and hit the notification bell so you can be informed of more podcasts, more videos on this subject. And we have other subjects as well related to wellness. Our other platforms as well, on Facebook, Instagram, Lambert Wellbeing. Our email address for any direct questions, info@lambertwellbeing.com. Website, www.lambertwellbeing.com. Thanks for engaging. Appreciate your time. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are.